What's up guys, my name is Rishabh and you're watching the Cube Wealth Show. Today we're going to talk about how busy professionals like you can get rich. But before we jump into that, like always, I have to ask you to subscribe to this channel and download the Cube Wealth app from the link in the description. Now that you've done that, let's move on. As a working professional, you've probably looked at your salary account at some point or the other and realized that you really need to invest money. Sadly, you have neither the knowledge nor the time to make an informed investment decision. Well, you're not the only one, but of course, you're also not the kind of person who would squander away their savings by investing in something that you don't completely understand. So, let's take a closer look at your problem. As a working professional, you bring home a steady paycheck, so your income is predictable. At the same time, you know more or less where your money goes, and you can predict electricity bills, internet bills, and the basic things like that. That means you can afford to invest a certain amount of money every month to grow your wealth. The problem is you don't have time to actively invest, to keep track of your stocks and shares, the Sensex and all that razzmatazz. Most importantly, you don't know where to invest. So now let's talk about what you should do and what you need to do to grow substantial wealth. Here are 3 things you need to invest smartly. Number 1, automate your investments. Now, I know I say this a lot and I say this in all my videos almost. That's because it's super important. You don't need to actively and manually invest every month or even keep a track of the markets. You just need to use a smart investment app. For example, the Cube Wealth app. The Cube Wealth app lets you set up an auto debit for your payments. You set the rules once and then everything else happens on its own. In addition, Cube informs you if you need to change anything in your portfolio and also gives you suggestions for new and innovative investment opportunities. Number 2, be patient and think long term. Now, a lot of people fall for these get-rich-quick schemes, but you know better. So think long term. You see, significant wealth creation can only happen over the long term. What you need is a focused set of quality investments decided based on your financial goals, your risk appetite, and your current financial commitments. Invest in quality funds that are picked by expert advisors who have a proven track record. That sets you up for financial success. Number 3, get a wealth coach. Don't be shy, ask for help, seek help, because we all need to talk to a financial expert to understand what's right for us. In fact, if you download the Cube Wealth app or visit the Cube Wealth website, you can consult a Cube Wealth coach for free. A wealth coach is going to help you understand what's right for you. Just like you need a doctor when you're unwell, you need a wealth coach to understand what your needs are and to ensure your investments give you healthy returns. A good wealth coach can give you the right asset portfolio using not just a mutual fund or a combination of mutual funds, but multiple assets. There are a lot of assets out there which we may not even know about, right? So they do this based on your risk appetite and your time horizon. So all of these things come together to ensure that you are getting the right advice when you begin investing. And that's why getting a wealth coach is super important. So those were 3 things you need to know to invest smartly. Besides this, there are a lot of other videos that we've done in the past that I'd like you to check out. I highly recommend you take a look at how to build a perfect portfolio. I'm going to try and put a link to that in the icon or at the end of the video. Then there's one video we did about why you should never pick mutual funds on your own. And then of course, there's an entire playlist called The Cube Wealth Show, which you can browse through and look for content that makes sense for you wherever you are in your investment journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And of course, there's a link to download the Cube Wealth app in the description. Check it out, try it out, and I'm sure that you'll be happy because we've simplified wealth creation.